Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 17. We're in our Goldcrest Valley map over here. There I am in my tractor, the Case IH 1455. And we just dumped off the wheat. Last episode we collected from the harvester. So let's get this guy turned on and let's roll out to the other side of the silo. I'll show you how to retrieve that wheat again. A little drunk driving here. Roll into there, slow it down, and pop into this menu again, F1. And R will start filling. So when you start filling, it asks you what you want to fill with. You'll see we've got 120,000, what? I'm going to guess liters. If fuel is measured in liters, maybe they're doing that with the commodities as well. All of your different choices of what you've got available. And dump it off into here. It'll fill it up till either you hit R to turn off the dumping or you pull away and it'll automatically stop. So that's how you get it back. So let's roll on out over here. We'll get the harvester rolling again. As soon as I turn the game off, all of the hired help ends. So we'll trigger it all again. I didn't record again last night like I thought I was going to. I went to let's see, hop out. No, turn that off, hop out. Went to start recording again, and everything got really laggy and jumpy like this. And this game is quite CPU and GPU intensive, and it was enough to, after alt-tabbing out, to check video and play video for a little bit and go back, turn it back on. I don't know, something happened and the game wasn't running that well. So I had to reboot the whole system, and by then I was getting tired. So I figured I'd wait till the next day to make a better episode. So let's get this guy going again. And if you hit H, nothing happens. H is for hire. You've got to have the ignition running. There we go. Now we can hire. We switch to somebody else, and now they are turning away, and they missed a spot. So we'll have to go back and... In fact, let's fix that right now. Unhire, and let's back up. That might mess up the AI trying to figure out whether to turn right or left at the end of the next loop, and then they'll quit and be done. So, button on my mouse right there, move forward. There we go. Let's pull on into here, then we'll hit H again and get the, right there. Yep. Got, she's blonde this time. It's a third different NPC. Okay, so a third different worker we've seen. Alrighty, so I don't know why it is so loud when I hop out of this harvester. I turned the environmental sounds down to 40%. The tractor sounds are down to 10%. If I go one more notch, it'll be at 0. So we're just going to have to deal with it. It's just part of the game. It looks like I can't really manipulate. Don't need to go to this guy yet, do we? You know, I don't remember how full that harvester is. She is turning. Okay. I thought maybe she had stopped. So yeah, let's hop back into here and just kind of be ready for her to come back, and we'll unload. Make sure that she's not gonna you know, overflow before hitting the end there. We've got that tractor up there. New Holland, I think, is the brand name, and it's got a cultivator on it ready to clean up that field. Though we may change plans on that. You need to plow the fields to get the most benefit out of them, the most production out of your fields. And probably best to plow first, because you've got to cultivate afterward anyway. So I think we'll make a trip out and buy a plow next. But let's let her turn around, and then we will pull up alongside and let's set let me fix this correct this time. Let's set the cruise control for 6 miles an hour. That's how fast the harvester's going. So I just hit the one button down there and brought the, unfortunately I can't point, but at the bottom of the right corner of the screen you see we're set for 6 miles an hour now. So if I hit 3, we'll kick it right up to 6 miles an hour and hold there. So if you get yourself in the right position alongside the harvester, it will lock into the speed of the harvester and make it much easier to align with that fill tube, or that dump tube. Alright, she's gonna pull back in there. We can start positioning ourselves. It's about a trailer's width away. Pull back like that. There's the noise. Okay. And hit 3 for cruise control. About a half a trailer's width away. Okay. Like that. And let's advance a little bit. Hold the W and then 3. There we go. That looks good. Too bad it can't get any closer. You'll still be able to hear me. Alright, we'll stop here. The harvester will stop. Oh, harvester's empty. Okay, pull out of the way. Harvester will do her best to calculate that corner, figure out how to make the turn. The AI is so much better in 17 than the last 2 versions that I've played. Usually the harvester will bash right into the side of the tractor at that point, if you're still sitting alongside. Now the game will stop, or the hired hand will stop and say there's something in my way, and no longer have tractors banging into each other. So that is a great change in the game. But let's just park this guy over here. We're not going to need the trailer again. The harvester's got plenty of storage over there to hold the rest of the crop that's coming in. So we've got a cultivator up there in the top middle of the screen on the blue tractor, the New Holland, that wants to cultivate that field. Where's our other tractor? We should have one with the sower on it. Where are we sitting at? Probably the field way over there. If we had done the tutorial at the beginning, it would have taken us through all the steps. So let's zoom in over here. Yeah, there we go. So again, everything needs to be plowed and then fertilized between each step of planting, of growing. So let's tell you what, we'll just let her harvest over there. Let's take a little trip. This is a great looking map, lots of areas to explore. Let's drive up through here, eventually make our way out to town and pick up a plow. Can I put a plow on this thing? Okay, I was swinging over to look at the front of the tractor. We've got the weight built into there. I think we can handle it. I'm used to the tractors that have got the ability to... I'm going the wrong direction for town, but we'll go explore a little bit. I've got the ability to add weights to the top. There are lots of things to find on this map. There's kind of a forest ranger lookout tower over here. I wonder if we can go up into there. Let's pop out of here real quick. But you can spend... Oh, there's a gold nugget over here. You've discovered a gold nugget. Seems like there is still gold to be found in this region. Try to find the remaining 99 gold nuggets. So if you were to find all 100 gold nuggets that are hidden all over this map, it would give you a bonus of $1 million. There we... Hello. Kind of hidden things. Yep. Got kind of a ranger station in here. Oh, we can go inside. What did I just get stuck on? There we go. And you can also pick up things in this game. That's new to this version. So if I click again, it lets go. So lots of different items you can interact with in the map. Can't really do anything with them. I'm hoping eventually you're going to get to where you can hold a shovel and actually, terraform or move the ground or feed or something like that. Hopefully we get to that point eventually. Maybe next build. Anyway, let's head off to town. Oh, the tractors are so quiet for me. Hopefully you guys can hear them well. But, wow, that was quiet. Alright, let me use my foot pedal. No longer use the W. That way I control the speed. There we are. Let's head into town. Another thing I didn't show you last time, 9 switches your little mini map to a big map to nothing. Yeah, see if I can steer and do this. No, I can't. So let's do it this way. There. We're here. We buy the equipment over here. So I need to go out the back end of field 14. That's where I wanted to go, to get off to town, to go into here. Let's go to town. And wish I could just cut across like that. Let's take it back down 14 across to this road. Take that road all the way to the end, and it'll swing right into our shop. Okay, so 9. And we'll leave the mini-map going. Alright, so down the road here, our farm is off to the left. Right down in there. There we go. Alright, so that's field 14 in front of us. And we want to head off in this direction. And I do want to get my steering wheel set up sooner than later. It is so much easier to drive. It feels like a real car when you get the steering wheel going. Steering wheel and pedals. It's such a huge difference. It isn't jumpy and it doesn't feel like this, like you're seeing here. Okay. It's nice and smooth. All the turns are I don't know, it's just so much different. So I only got to use it a little while before I started my YouTube channel. Once you start the YouTube channel, everything changes. Everything, you don't get to just play games anymore. You craft episodes is kind of what it is. You spend most of your time editing and rendering. So it's far different. Anyway, we'll head off to the end here, and we'll take a look at the town a little bit. We'll look at the shop, see how that system works. Really beautiful map. They have done so. The game has grown up so much from when I first played Farming Simulator. Follow that pickup down there. Looks like a field of corn? I think so, yeah. Alright, so another block or two and we'll be there. Alright, coast is clear. And go for it. Kind of use this for driver's training, huh? Let's see, there is a blinker. It's just hard for me to get to it. Here on the keyboard, I've got to reach down for the number keypad. Keypad number 1. None of my hands are able to get there. I did turn it on. Can you hear it? Yeah, you can hear it. I just can't see it. Turn it back off again. Anyway, this is our store over here. I'll just pull in over here and park. And we'll read this right here. Alright, your one-stop destination for acquiring new machinery and for selling your old machines. Newly bought equipment always appears in the space next to this building. Actually, right out in there. So you can go up to this and interact with the building and basically get the shop screen that we've seen before right there. Or, whoa, there I am. You can head over to this end. If you want to sell your equipment, you can sell it from your farm, but if you go to the trouble of bringing it in and setting it right here, you'll get more for it. So it's always best to bring your old equipment here to sell it, especially if you're strapped for money. If you have some equipment like that tractor right there, in fact, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just roll it in there. So hop in there, turn it on. Roll it in here and pop out. You can add modifications to it if this tractor has anything to add to it. Hit the R, we're back into here, we can customize it. We've got the ability to add a front loader to it. Let's see. I was looking to see if it tells me how many hours this tractor has. Oh well, I was going to say we could go ahead and add the front loader to it just to show how that works, but I think I won't because I'll show you something else first. To do it over here, they charge $1,000 for the mechanic fee to put it on. You can pick up I'm trying to think of the name of it. We'll call it a workshop that you can place on your farm, and it takes out this $1,000 cost for hiring a mechanic to put on your $800 option. So 28 options, you paid for your your workshop or whatever that was called. We'll go look at it in a second. So it's definitely worth it to get that as early in the game as you can. I'll work a few fields and get a tremendous amount of extra money here, and we'll be able to afford those sort of things. Anyway, this is how you can go through and modify, change your tires. There's other modifications that other vehicles and implements have. But let's back out of this and this and race over here to look at the store. Again, you can do this, or you can hit just the P on the keyboard and it'll do the same thing. So we want to get a plow. But before I do that, let's look at the placeables right there. What I was just telling you about, got to double click here, is this guy, the Vehicle Workshop. So click on it. Workshop allows you to create a spot anywhere on the map where you can customize your machinery without the need for a paid mechanic. So if I were to click on this, it may try to charge me, so I'm not going to. I don't know if it happens if you just place it or if you even initiate it. But you've got to click the buy to show you the next step. And you'll zoom up in the air like a helicopter, and you'll be able to move around the map. It takes quite a while to get across to another side of the map if you want to put it out on your farm or somewhere else. The Q and the E will allow it to rotate and spin right there in the map till you get it exactly where you want it. Then if the footprint is green, that means you're ready to go, and you click, and you've just bought it. So that's what that guy is. There's all kinds of other things. Here's the, $4,500 for a pressure washer. That's what you use to clean your vehicles with. Water tower, you'll be able to fill up your water tank with it to water your animals and whatnot. There's lots of other things. A heating plant. So dropping wood chips into it at the selling station produces heat and earns you money. So you can dump your wood chips into this to increase your income. So if we scroll through this, there's lots of things that you can buy and put out in your farm. Some of them just for show, decoration. Other ones actually create money for you. Windmill. You've got several greenhouses that you'll dump, I want to say it's manure and water into. I don't know if they've changed that since the last version. And that will just generate a constant income as long as you keep all the supplies filled up. So lots of ways to do fun things in this game besides farm. Lots more buildings to park your stuff under. They're not that expensive. If you think about it, $9,000 for this and half that price for just a pressure washer. It does seem like some things aren't quite balanced. A hay loft. Storage space for hay and straw. I guess it'll dump it right back out again into your equipment. Interesting. Add more silos to your silo out there. Okay. So what are you? You are... Any logs you put into this machine are converted into wood chips that are immediately sold to the sawmill. Nice. So you can lift up a log with some of your equipment. We'll look at those someday too, and it'll lift a log up and feed it into there. This equipment, right? Let's see if I can find the word forestry. Here's your chainsaws. Forestry equipment. So this guy here, trailer. This will mount to, I want to say, a 3-point hitch on your tractor. And we'll grind stumps. This guy will plant trees. Kind of a neat thing to watch, all animated. Put a crate of trees in here, and it'll drop them one by one. It'll spread the soil out wide, drop the tree in, then tuck the soil back in around it, and plant everything. Move through the list here. But you've got a trailer here with a crane on it. And let me change the DPI on my mouse. This thing is bouncing all over. There we go. And this crane will swing out. You'll sit right here, swing the crane out, the claw right there, pick up logs on the side of the road, lift it up, drop it back in. They'll strap over it. Fun animations on that. Another wood chipper or two. What else do we have here? This guy is what I was thinking of. Hop into him. This guy will grab the tree. It'll cut off trees, pick up the logs, and you can feed it into something or load it onto a trailer. This guy has a crane on it as well. So there's a whole wood industry involved in this game as well as planting. There's animals. It's just a huge variety of things to do. But let's back out of this, and we came here for a plow. We'll be a half hour before we get this plow up back to our farm. But that's just how I roll. All right, so 2 plows available. What are the differences? Everything you need to know is in here. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of pop-ups, so you just have to kind of feel your way through and figure out what this means. This guy will run at 9 miles an hour, so will this one. We're not going to pay for the 22,000. This one's even iffy. So what is the difference between this and this? Size of the tractor. Same amount of money per day. Working width. Same working width. So basically they do the same thing. I'm not seeing any other difference. So we may as well go for the cheaper one. With a plow you can prepare fields. This is 85 horsepower, so basically any tractor that we would ever come across would be able to run this one. It's only going to go 2 meters wide, so 6 feet. So as compared to this beast over here that will do 20 feet wide. This one, so about 15 feet in width. Some of these will unfold. Looks like we have a pivot point right here. Maybe the two halves fold up. Or I see this half over here must fold over the top. Looks like there's even something in here to where this folds in. This folds up over the top, and then this hooks to your trailer. So you take a huge thing and compact it down so you can transport it. Looks like there's arms that extend on this guy as well. Look at all the wheels under there. Too bad we can't get a closer view of it before we buy it. But we aren't there yet. We are here, unfortunately. So we're going to grab this guy. Select you. When you select it, it'll give you a choice of options, but there are no options for this one. Some of them will give you the chance to paint it. For a $100 fee, you'll get to choose the color you want, but no options are available for the Salford plow. So let's grab this one. Buy. Well, before we do, you have the option to lease pretty much everything in the store. I'm guessing everything. I don't know if that's true, but I haven't found anything yet that I can't lease. Base cost, how much they're going to charge you per operating hour, and then what they're going to charge you per day. So if it's something that you're going to use only once in a while, this is pretty good. It's expensive to get it started, but if you're only going to use it for 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and the other option is to pay a large amount of money for it and you don't have it, then what have we got here? 1/5 maybe of the price, 1/6 of the price. It's yours, and it's a small daily charge. It's a very expensive hourly charge, so something you're going to use a lot. You don't want to go get a tractor that's going to be your main tractor. You're going to drive it all over the place. This $650, or in that case probably $2,000, is going to hit you every operating hour. Another $2,000, another $2,000, another $2,000. May as well have just spent $40,000 or $60 or whatever and got the tractor. Well, some of them are a lot more expensive than that, but you know what I mean. This will add up really fast on you if you're using this improperly. So for items that are just going to sit around and just get used once in a while, like an animal trailer, stock trailer, I want to say they're called. There's a certain name for that. That's something you're going to go down, pick up some sheep, bring it back and unload it. And then maybe in a few days you're going to do it again to go get some cattle when you're finally ready to do that. May as well lease that one. Drive out, pick up the stuff, dump it off, park it. It's probably 20 minutes worth of use. Go out and do it again 3 or 4 days later. It's only cost you just the daily rate, basically, plus the one-time shot on these guys. So in that case, it would be worth it. And that's something that, unless you're going to be selling them quite often, it's probably worth it to lease, at least at the beginning. Anyway, we need to get this guy bought. I think I've taught everything I can think of from this screen. Do you really want to spend $13,000? No, but we will do it. So, yes. All right, your selection is being purchased. You can fetch it over at the store. Interesting. I got into this by hitting the P. I wonder if I had gotten into this by actually walking over here and hitting the R, if it would have done something different. Anyway, we just paid $226 in wages and $13,000 for new vehicles. Just give us a little ledger there. Let's run back over here. I don't think there's anything else we need right at the moment. So fire this up. Back up and pull into here. Alright, hopefully there's no problem with just picking this up and driving it home. You do need a weight in the front of your tractor for many of the implements you'll attach to them because they're so heavy. I missed that one. What am I actually connecting to? Those 2 points right there. Let's hop inside. Alright, so let's... Oh, let me click my little switch there. Oh, much better. So head over here. And... Whoa, okay, foot pedal time. Let's do this. And... Backwards is always tough for me. That's the direction I want. When I'm looking this way, I can't wrap my head around what's the opposite of what I would have done, because then I'm doing the opposite of the opposite. So let's do that and that. That's pretty good. The cue attaches, and we're in. Now, get back out of here. We are in the air. We are not. I think it's going to ride like that. V? Yeah, it is going to ride like that. Oh, good. Okay. Because it is so heavy. But you get some implements that are so heavy that when you go to take off, your tractor will actually do a wheelie, unless you've got a weight out front. Pretty sure this acts as a weight, but it's built in. It's not something you can change. It's not that the game will let you change. If you look at the design, you can see it looks like it's dropped into a slot, which means you pull that pin on the top, and in real life you'll be able to pull that off and add something else, some other attachment to the front. But looks like that's permanent for the game here. So let's take this guy home, jump back into the cab. There we are, foot pedals. I'm getting used to things. What's it look like from behind? That looks good. Though let's see it from behind. Does that guy move around? It does. It pivots. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, I like that. So that was not the right one, but we'll just weave through the cars here. I'm sure they're not worried at all. And I did tell you yesterday about a town full of zombies. Let's do this. These guys are the best they have been in all the different versions. Now they at least acknowledge that you exist. His head is turning toward me. And they talk a little bit. I don't know what he just grumbled at me.
Hello.
Aha. They don't do anything. They just walk the town. All day long, they walk the town. So either we're looking at, early stages of zombiedom, or we're looking at alien abductions. I'm not quite sure yet, but they are interesting. Anyway, let's get back to the farm. And as we are trying to play fairly realistic, we're not going to run anybody over. Look for traffic. This lane's clear. Alright, let's get back in the cab where it's a lot easier to control this thing. There we go. Well, this tractor does have some really bad blind spots. The mirrors right there only show you what's way back behind, and I can't really look to my side as well. Well, I guess I can. Alright. But the mirrors do work. That's something I really enjoy about this game, the realism there. We could go this way. Let's go in here instead. There's two ways to get into the farm. Look at the river down there, the water. Really good quality of the graphics here. This way? I think it is this way. We're supposed to take that road over there. Okay, so no traffic. Yeah, probably going to get us lost. Actually, I'm going to get us lost. Nope, here it is. That's where I thought I was going. 35 miles an hour. This tractor peaks out at 26, I think. But our farm is over the hill there off to the right. You see what I mean by wishing I had the steering wheel. It'd be nice to just turn the wheel a little bit and just a nice smooth turn all the way around. Railroad tracks. We need to get into that train and drive it too. Is this my road? I kind of think it is. Whoa. Fast turns. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So we need to plow this guy under. We'd love to have two plows. Eventually we'll have 2 or 3, but we'll wait till we can afford the better ones. Let's pop out so we can get a better view of what's going on here. Now, I think we'll do it ourselves one time. Now this is something I can't back up, is it? Oh, it is going to stay under control. Okay. Plow. Let's see here. Let me turn this off so I can talk and not have any competition. So I wonder if it'll let me control everything if I do. If the engine actually powers everything. Let's see. V does drop it, so we can do things with the engine off. We'll say that the battery is running it. Okay. So V takes it down, but if we bring it back up again, let me look at my list here. I'm not seeing it. Let's see. G? No. Apparently it's the other plow that will rotate. So it'll flip itself around and drop the wheel over on the other side. I've not really learned what the purpose of that is. It seems to work both directions. But, alright, so we'll come across that someday. But we've got the feature there, allow create fields. Why? If you own the land, the game will let you create your own fields. If we, let's see, oh, where's a good example? If we were to buy 5 and 9, we could plow that little strip in between and make this one huge field. Well, huge-er. We'll go with that. It's not adding that much. Or you could buy a roller, kind of roller that you would see if you're putting in a lawn, and you take that roller over the top and kind of flatten things out before the seed grows. They've got a roller in the store that you can buy. If you own this field, you could roll a path right down the center and actually create a road that's no longer part of your field and split it into 2 fields. So you can terraform a little bit in this game. It's not as much as I would like. Would love to be able to lower the, to get a bulldozer and actually take the side of that hill out right there and bring some dirt in and extend this field out. Wish I could go that far, but this will allow you, if you hit Y, to turn all this space out here into field as well. The game is pretty well mapped out already in that it leaves you enough room for your harvester to turn around, so don't make the mistake of taking this field all the way out to the road thinking you're going to get more yield. Find out your harvester no longer is able to hire because the AI can no longer turn the harvester around. So you do need some space around the fields, but we do have the ability to modify what shape and size and whatnot of their fields if we want to use it. So that's a great feature. Let's turn this guy on, and with the Y not selected, you can plow out here and not change anything. So nothing to worry about messing up things. It's only going to work inside of the field there. So back this out, you can see how I've already missed part of it. So thankfully it will leave straight furrows, even if you're doing a horrible job of making straight lines. That's why something like this is probably best to hire out. The AI is really good at making straight lines. So let me turn around, fix this one, and then we'll go ahead and hire this one out, and let the AI do a better job than I can do. Word it that way. So V, and let's run through here. Again, the tractor automatically sets itself to the highest speed. We saw in the store that this would run at 9 miles an hour to run the plow, and that's what the tractor's doing. I'm actually holding my W. I forgot about my accelerator pedal down there again. But I'm holding the W, and it's maxing out at 9 miles an hour. So let's turn this guy around. We will set the AI to do this. There we go. Set that. I keep forgetting that that window's even open. If you know me from Banished and all my windows open, you know I can tunnel vision through just about anything. So we'll set him for something like that and make sure everything's nice and happy. Hit the H, and off he goes. So that is done. That job is hired out. Hit the E to... Oh, see, okay, pause, H. So here's where the AI messes up if you set him loose on a road that is not perfectly straight already. Alright, so where do we want to get going? Let's head into about here and try that again. In fact, let's just sit here and watch this. Make sure that everything's going to work right. And now we're 6 miles an hour. I just noticed that. Huh. Okay. I guess the AI miscalculated what the plow is capable of. Interesting. We'll watch the process here of the computer running it instead of me. So it's going to actually back up. Let's make sure. A little bit of... Yeah. Interesting. Maybe this is not going to go too well with the artificial intelligence here. Let's see what happens. Let's take it through one complete pass here. Otherwise, I was going to say, since it was running at 9 miles an hour, we can go get another tractor with the cultivator instead hire a job out of cultivating to go in behind this. Now I'm kind of questioning that, because it's not going to run it at 9 miles an hour. So we're going to have to let this the plow get quite a ways ahead before we bring out the cultivator to smooth this back out again and make it look like this ground here. Alright, so we did a good job that time. I'm going to spin this around. I'm thinking the tractor is not quite powerful enough to force it. Yeah, we're having some AI problems here. That's too bad. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to have to take over and do this ourselves. So maybe this will be the first chance that I will do a little bit of fast forwarding or a time lapse. Would be the best way, because this is going to be pretty pathetic. See me attempting to make little tiny rows in a plow that can only do 6 feet at a time. So I think I'll just stop talking here and just plow away, and I'll see you in a few minutes. Now I wonder, I'm going to try something here. What if the direction of the field has something to do with the AI? You can see it was cultivated in this direction last time. So I wonder if there's not enough room on the ends, or the sides we'll say, to hire that out. Let's see what happens if we go in this direction. See what happens at the end. Could just be that the game is just not going to be good at turning this particular plow around because it's on the ground. You know, that might be the issue. The other one, the one that was $3,000 more, actually suspends in the air, and that way the tractor can turn around easy without the drag behind it. That may have been the issue. We'll see what happens when we get to the end here. I'm curious to see if it's going to finish the field or if it's going to say that this area is already plowed. What's going to happen here? Okay, we'll turn around that way. But we cannot turn around. Boy, it's a shame. Alright, so that's one issue with the game, a little bug that's going to have to be worked out. This particular plow is not working. Tell you what, rather than spend so much time fighting this one, because I got 3 fields to do, let's go do a job and sell this plow, buy the other one. But I don't have enough money to do it now, so let's go ahead and go do a job for somebody else, maybe a harvesting job. We'll take this guy back to where? Don't want to drive around too much because we're adding time to the implement, to the plow. Oh, this one's done. Okay, well, let's over here, park this guy. Let's pull off into the field here. Alright, so sometimes best laid plans, huh? Alright, jump out of view, run back over here. We're no longer paying for a worker, right? Right, so the job unhires automatically. So we need to eventually... Well, let's go ahead and park this guy. We do still have crop in it. Where's our trailer? Right over there. Let's drive over to the trailer. And we'll unload it, and then put this guy away. We're not going to be using him for a while. That's too bad about the plow. Did not expect that. I've bought in my own game outside of this, before I started this series, I bought the other plow and there was never a problem. So it's got to be, it has to have something to do with that wheel in the back. Alright, so head outside so we can see this. Oh, you see, right now we're not too noisy. You can hear me just fine. So what happens if I were to pop out of the vehicle? Yeah. So standing outside of the vehicle. Outside of the vehicle is a problem, but not from the camera view when you're running the vehicle. Okay. Alrighty, so O brings us back in. Where should we park this guy? Kind of want him, kind of in between the fields. Maybe right back out there. Let's do that. Back him into there and just let this one be for a while. We'll head out to a to find a farm that we can harvest, a field that we can harvest. All right, so should we try to back this guy up just by mirrors? This could go so bad. All right, so back up lever is right there. Spin this around. There we go. It'd be different if I had a steering wheel, because I'm so used to a car backing up, that'd be no problem. I can back up trailers with a pickup truck real easy. But transferring those thoughts to 2 buttons and 2 fingers, it just doesn't work. So what do we want to do? Let's head where? Let's think about this. A couple clicks to my... There we go, to my mouse so I can move around here. And let's look at growth. Zoom out here. Oh, that's interesting. My foot pedals, I had my foot resting on it. My foot pedals will also do the zoom. There's a lot of interconnected controls in this game. So we want to do something with a harvester. What would that be? And not too big of a job. 20 might be quite a while. 5 is huge. That's over an hour to do that one. So tell you one tactic you can use. I may have mentioned this last time. If you want to buy a field, say we want to buy 19, you want to work for that farmer several times. And as a result, the price will drop each time as the farmer starts to like you more because you've done him a favor. So you want to specifically target certain fields if that's your goal to buy them. Now, on the other hand, this is a Let's Play where I want to show all the things. So these 3 fields may not have enough variety for us to see everything, but it does make sense to dive into probably this group right in here. And we have a road that pops out, so 11 may also be very interesting. What is 11 right now? 11 is growing, so that won't really help us. We want to get into, well, I say that. Let's go to 11. It may be a fertilizing job. Yeah, let's do that. We'll get to see what the fertilizer looks like. Now, there's different kinds of fertilizers in the game. So out the back of 14 and off to 11. So let's go there. In what? Yeah, we'll do this. New Holland. We haven't driven this one yet. So C, let's take a look inside. Here are the controls of the New Holland. Got your gear shift down there. Interesting. I would imagine your PTO controls and let's hop out of here. This has got the, yeah, you got your lift in the front as well as the back. Your 3-point hitch. Got your ball hitch down there. Your what do you call it with the hitch right there in the middle with the pin that drops down in there. Lots of different ways to connect various components to this. Interesting. What's he sound like? Okay, up inside, and we're not connected, right? Not that button, this button. Yeah, we're sitting loose. There we are. So let's take off on this one. And outfield 14, where am I? There's 14. Yeah, 14 is where we were attempting to plow. Alright, so let's go out 14 across the road to 11, which is a right turn when we get out there. And see what that farmer needs. Maybe that would be a good field to to purchase. There's a sheep farm over there too. That's where we will store our sheep. And oh, the train's over there as well. Oh, I see us getting so distracted over here. We need to cross the road here? Yeah, we do. So yeah, we can drive the train from here. Boy, that's kind of tempting, isn't it? Both trains are parked here. What is out there? I'm thinking that's potato. Where are we? What do you say we plow or fertilize that field tomorrow? Tomorrow's episode, and we finish this episode by driving the train. It is so much fun. You can see the whole map with it. Maybe let's spend a little bit of time and drive both trains and just kind of take a good look at the map. Let's see. There we go. This guy right here, I played with this a little bit, allows you to bring logs over. Let's see here. You can drive your truck. How would you do that? Somehow you got to get into here with your vehicle, don't you? Anyway, you can grab logs from something, because it's got to be within here. Maybe it's from train to train. Maybe that's what it is. But you can get up in there and you can move this guy down these tracks. We have a little town north of us that has a great big logging area. They got this huge track system with a, let's see, I just realized, there we go. Forgot to hit that switch on my mouse to move this crane all the way through, and there's just got this huge mound of logs that they've got piled up that comes right off the train tracks over there. So we've got a living example of this over there. But here are your trains. As well, you've got wheat off of this guy, so you can load wheat, or actually any of the grains, out of here into these cars right here. No, not this one. This is livestock? What is this one? It's this guy right here, I believe, pops open. We'll see that when we're in the train. But your road over here will have a dumping bay. So you can dump off into here with your trailers, drop off your grain. No, it's the animation of grain in there, or the graphic of it. Neat. Drop off your grain in there, and then you can load it into your cars and move it into another part of the map. So much fun. Wrong end. Let's go around this side. Let's hop on one of these guys and drive around. We'll take, thinking this is the smaller loop, we'll drive this around. Then we will hop into the other train and drive that around. We'll call this one an episode. Question mark over there. That's interesting. Can you choose which side to drop off of? You cannot. So we're stuck running around. Let's go see what this says. Beside road vehicles, you can also control trains. At this place, you can transfer goods from one train to another. So this is a transfer station. We'll give it that name. What do they call it? Well, all right. Hold off. I hit the wrong button. Using the crane for logs, or by loading, unloading crops for, or, ouch. Okay, you guys hit the rewind button and go back to that. But I need to get back. So here's where I don't think I've demonstrated it. You can use the tab button to go from all of your vehicles. That's what we won't be doing, but this is how you can move around in the game much more faster than walking around. But let's go back and do this again. So back into the train. Like I said, you can back up and read what I didn't get to read there. But basically, you can move things around the map on the train, which is new to Farming Simulator 17. I've never been able to do that before. There was in 15 the ability to release a train and it would take off with your goods after you sold them. Something like that. Never got into that one as much. So, ignition. And this guy will take off to 50 miles an hour. And if you can imagine, it takes a long time to slow a train down. It takes a long time to slow this one down. But, map. This is what I meant to hit, was the map. Train. There we are. Little tiny line right there. Got a little loop here and a big loop that takes you around over here, including near our farm. So just slow this down. Maybe we'll do this loop twice. Just kind of look the town over. Slow way down. We were going full speed there. Let's get down to the 30s. Look around here. See the Maple Field cool. Okay. Water towers. All of our different fields. Kind of Americana, small town America here. Beautiful country. Don't know if this is supposed to be in a specific state. Reminds me of Colorado or Wyoming. Somewhere in the Rockies is what this reminds me of. Maplefield Mill. Slow down. Wow, I'm holding the brake down. That's how long it takes to slow down. So we'll take this closer to 20 miles an hour. So grain silos over there too. Oh, mill. Okay, so this is a sell point over there. You sell your grain over there, and they will mill it up and send it off to a bakery or something. So if you look at our map, it's yellow down there in the middle map, mini map. Anyway, more fields. Got something over there. Most of these are just decoration. Another place to get water for the train if it was necessary. Here's the highway that goes over the top. I see we've got something we can interact with over here. So, here's where you can load from your vehicle. So your truck, you get semi-trucks in this game as well as trailers. So tractor trailers and trailer tractors. Anyway, so you can bring your logs over here and hop in that cab way up there in the air and bring the crane over here and pick them up and then load them into this car, this yellow car right over here. So that you park this guy right about here and then load them in. Okay, so let's continue on. Took it up to about 20 miles an hour. The water reflections. They've done such a great job in the graphics of this game. What do we have here? Any way to interact? This is more of a train station for people, for passenger trains. Looks like. Park your car there. Park and ride. Across the river over here. Road bridge over there, or automobile bridge. And this is where we started. I think I won't take a second run on this. We missed a few things, but we're going to do this more than one time. So I'm going to pull in like this, so we're engine to engine. Much easier to get out. Ignition. He'll continue rolling for a while, won't he? Nope, he didn't. Alright, jump into this guy. Ignition, take off. This time we'll try to keep it at 20 miles an hour. Actually, I want to show you something. Let's stop here. See if I can zoom back far enough. I don't know what the distance or the limit is. Oh, we're still going. Nice. This car right here will load grain. I don't know if these two will also or not, but this one I'm certain will. As we get close to where we can load grain through those pipes right there, we'll see this door open. There it goes. You can load it in, and then it'll be protected from rain when you back out again. There we go. We'll undo it, and we'll do it on the. Nope, hitting N will not work. Do we have any other controls? Exit vehicle, cruise control, and then honk. Ooh, do we have a real honk? We do. Okay. Let's head back to, let's see, the minus. There we go. Zoom back into here. Get our speed up. Get up to around 20 or so. Turn that menu back off. Look around our maps. We're going to see the whole eastern side of the map. What is this guy over here? Oh, we have like a dam over there in the background. Yeah, water comes off the top there and electricity generation over there. More farms coming in. We're going to see our farm here before long, or at least off in the distance. I've also got, I see our map's getting real laggy now. Wow. I've got a train simulator, the game that I've got on Steam. And very realistic. inside the train and the environment that goes by. Yeah, this is getting real laggy. I may have to take my settings down a little bit. Or else it's just certain parts of the map. That's possible too. Interesting. See if I do different zooms, will that change the lagginess? No, it's just getting laggy now. Here's another load point. So there should be inside this building a place to pull in and dump off your grains. Wow, look at the railroad warning bars over here. Here we go. Let's see. I'm a little late on the horn. Here we are. Another place to dump off your grain. That's a different way, huh? That may have to do with wood chips there. I wonder if those other two blue cars are wood chips. Or maybe the very back one over there. I see there's an open car beyond the grain car in the back. Anyway, let's get a little more speed going here. Ooh, did I just clean up? No, it didn't. So we're still laggy. That's what I did yesterday when I started to record this episode. So yeah, there's our farm down there. I just may have to take my settings down a little bit. So what did we accomplish this episode? We bought a plow and we failed to use it. And then we drove the train. Wow, downhill. Really picked the speed up. A lot of weight on this train. We're going to be coming into our station soon. It's right back here behind the hill over by Field 11. We were about to go and do some fertilizing. So we'll catch that first thing next time. So I'm guessing it's right around this corner. Yep, there's the field. We'll start applying a little bit of brake. Just gradually bring it in. Listen to our horn one more time. Actually, let's pop into the cab. Haven't done that yet. Interesting. Speed is at 10. Let's let it coast in now. Actually, we do need to go further. We've got a road that we'll be blocking over there. So we'll continue this one, at least to the other engine over there. Yeah, quite laggy. I gotta work with that. Got a long series ahead of me. Got to make this game work. Alright, let's slow her down here. And I think we'll just call it done right here in the cab. I like the graphics in here. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. This has been Noble Rambler. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.